Good morning. How are we doing? Welcome to Tuesday. I've been very productive today. I've been working since about 7:15. I've done nearly 4 hours work already. I did not sign up for this. But at least once I've done my 7.5 hours, that's it. Game over. Shut down and go. So, how are we, guys? Morning, Matt. So who's doing what today? Who's working and who's golfing? That's a sign of a good dog owner, that. Always got poo bags in your pocket. So I'm working today. I wasn't working yesterday, but I'm working today. I've got interviews to do at 11:30. And I've got interviews tomorrow at 11:30 and 2 o'clock, and then interviews on Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Who schedules an interview for Friday afternoon at 2 o'clock? What is wrong with these people? Morning, Steve. Morning, GMAC. Golf last night, working today. Meh. Feel your pain. We were going to go golfing last night, but I still didn't feel particularly with it last night. So we sacked golf off and went for a walk around IKEA instead. Now, some people might think IKEA is not anyone's idea of fun. However, we were window shopping, not actually buying shopping. We were window shopping for furniture for the bar. So Neil's now got his kind of colour scheme he's going for in the bar. So we didn't buy anything, but I've taken pictures of everything that Neil likes. So he's got a 2-seater sofa going in and 2 retro-looking chairs, all different colours, but it's going to look really nice. So it's kind of giving him a bit more food for thought of what he wants in the bar. So it was a very productive visit. Let's just say that it was a productive visit, and we managed to walk away without spending a penny, which was even more productive, which is what we like. So good morning, Lisa. Day off today, no golf. Had to go for a COVID test this morning. Hope it's just man flu. Oh, yeah. I hope it's just man flu too. Fingers crossed. So you played shite. What? A bit like you played at Pleasanton, or worse, or not quite as. I'm not saying you played bad at Pleasanton, of course. It's because to backtrack here. You were struggling to play at Pleasanton because of your back, which means you didn't play so well because of your back issues. Are we talking that level, worse or better? Good morning, Chris. How are we? Ali's not happy that she's got her first handicap and you think it's been miscalculated. What's the handicap then, Matt? I can't count Pleasanton because you couldn't walk. I'll give you that one. I'll let you have that. It's just one game, though, isn't it, Graham? The thing is, I know we like to expect it, but we can't expect to be good all the time. We're allowed to have off days. Let's put it that way. Index of 19.7. So what they do, Matt, it doesn't matter about your round. They'll pick out, like in her 3 cards, she might have in there got a par on hole 1 on the first card, and then got a 9 on the second card and a 6 on the third card or whatever. They take your best scores out of each card. They don't take your best card overall. So they pick out your best holes because that's your playing ability. So they probably have worked it out correctly. It's just not as you expect. Like my handicap is 26.7. And that means I should be able to shoot 98 all the time, 99. Not a chance. Not a cat in hell's chance. I think I've played that once. I normally score at the minute, because I've been playing really bad. I've been scoring around about 108, 110 shots. But my handicap hasn't altered because it takes into account my best potentials. That makes sense. So don't get so hung up on the actual card. It's about the best holes within that card. Greens are slower than you play on Saturday. So you played crap yesterday. Mine's very poor, but hey ho, another game booked for tomorrow. You've got to keep going over. Things when we went back, Graham, when we first went on our greens, they were awful. But within 3 days, they were running a lot better. It's weird. Weird. The other ladies she'd been playing with scored better, but are late 20s. I don't know them, Matt. Generally, they don't tend to get them wrong, if I'm honest. But you might find that it feels unrealistic. Yay, Lisa's got a swing back. Excellent. An additional 15 yards. That's really good going. I'm not jealous much. Brilliant there. You'll be scoring when you get back at 110. I mean, don't get me wrong, Chris, I don't want to score it, but that's just kind of what's happening at the minute. If I go and play on a different course, I might be all right. Should be getting pars, I could take that. Can anyone else shed some light on this for Matt? Graham? Morning, Gary. How are we? Did you turn into a potty mouth, Lisa? Lisa got golfer's Tourette's. We've all been there. We're all still there, to be fair. So, yeah, can anyone shed any light on this handicap thing for Matt? I don't think, in fact, I think when I first got my first handicap, I don't think I actually played to it, if I'm honest. So I don't. There's a weird calculation. I don't know what they're doing now, but it's a weird calculation where they didn't used to. It's whatever you play to plus something minus something else. It's a really weird complex formula. So I don't know. You're all good, thanks. Your golf is going downhill at the moment. I think a few people's are, Gary, if I'm honest. Join the club. Although I'd like my golf to be at the top of the hill to be able to roll down, if I'm honest. Not a golfer without golfer's Tourette's. You're absolutely right, Graham. Although I do feel mine's getting worse at the minute. I seem to be swearing on camera a little bit more. I'm like, ooh. I have actually cut some out. It's really bad. Except I've got out of the habit of having a microphone on me. And you forget that the microphone picks up everything. So you can't even swear under your breath because it picks it up. Under the New World Handicap System, any blobs are now par. There we go. We'll all be scratch golfers in no time then. Yellow Paul, how are you doing? See, Cockapoo House retweeted Sonny Bear the other day. It's your 81st game back and 96 last Saturday. That's a massive difference, Gary. Do you think it's because your expectation was up too high? You think that because you shot 80, you're thinking, right, I'm there, I've done it, and you turn your inner thermostat up, and then because you were overthinking it too much because you thought you were like Tiger Woods or something, it was a no go. Because that's what I tend to do. If I have a really good front nine, my back nine's crap because I think I've nailed it. And reverse, if you have a really bad front nine, you have a better back nine because you think, oh, to hell, I don't care anymore. Weird. Very psychological game of golf. My bleeper was having a workout. I think it was Steve. Sorry. Must try harder. Must try harder. You just had your COVID jab now, Gary? Which one did you have? It's like a lottery, this, isn't it? The COVID jabs. Who's had what? The drivers all over the place. Had 15 on a par 5. A 15. It's not the round that killed your car, Gary. It's that one hole, I think. Jesus Christ. Was it stroke play you were playing? Because I said if I'd got to like 3 off tee on a par 4 or something, even on a par 5, I'd gone, you know what? I can't score, pick up. That's insane. That's insane. Oxford. You had the Oxford. Oh, okay. I think majority of people that I know now have had Oxford. There's only a very few, a handful of people that are playing, that have had the Pfizer. Bleeper only shows you playing real golf. You're absolutely right, Steve. And that's what makes it relatable, because everyone swears on the golf course. And everyone gets their potty mouth. Awful. I know, Lisa. It's bad, isn't it, that? So I'm guessing, Gary, after that, your motivation had kind of gone. Did you start playing worse after that? I don't mean as in scoring worse, but I mean, did you start playing worse and duffing your shots after that hole because it kind of duffed your confidence? Yes, let's hope it is just man flu, Matt. Are you taking paracetamol? Keep taking the drugs. And keep drinking plenty of fluids. And I don't mean beer. So if you can hear the noise, the joiner's here today, and the builder, and they were here yesterday. And would you like a little sneak peek of what it looks like outside? I did take a picture yesterday, so I did my video yesterday. But would you like a sneaky peek? Where is it? There. 7 off the tee. I need a new driver, at least a new driver shaft. Yes, you would, Graham. 100% you would have done. You don't take tablets for vertigo, these things in cold turkey. That's no good, Matt. You need to get some, especially if it's COVID, you need to get some tablets down your neck. I mean, I hope it's not. Happiness is expectation minus reality. You're absolutely right, Paul. 100%. So you played well afterwards. Oh, that's all right. A 15 and a 9 medal round, so taking the. Oh, that's not too bad then. Went down 0.1. Wow. You had them blobs and it still went down. How's that work? How's that work? Have a good one, Chris. I'll see you tomorrow. See, that's what I mean. It's a mad game. You've had that sort of round, and you still lose a bit of a, albeit 0.1, but you still lost in the handicap. Bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Good morning, Colston from sunny Pool. Oh, you're back at work this week, aren't you? Hey, Colston, now you're back at work. Is Patch going to work with you? I've got these two settled in the crate now because I don't want them barking and running around like lunatics when they have the Oliver's interview. Not what you need. It's bad enough having to fend for the internet, and mind these two and all. No. Why? Why is he one of them? What's he done? What's he chewed that he shouldn't have done? I'll tell you, you need to get 2. entertain each other. They chew each other, they don't chew your stuff. There you go. Eating everything. Yeah, they do that, yeah. What's worse, Colson, with these two, you know when you take them out, Sebby's kind of not as bad now, but still at times. You take them both out, one in each hand. One will pick some up, so then you grab the mouth and take it out, by which time the other one's picked something up, so you're taking something out of their mouth. They're like a tag team. You're constantly at one or the other. As you're taking something out of one of them's mouth, the other one's picking something up. You're like, crying out loud. Leaves. Dandelions at the minute. Eating dandelions. I'm like, stop it. Which reminds me, who got told when they were kids, if you smell a dandelion, you wet the bed? I never did, so I don't know if it's true, but I didn't dare because I didn't want to wet the bed. Or is that just something my mum used to tell me? Is that even a thing? Did anyone else get told that? You got told that as well. As long as it wasn't just me. Because when there is, I'm thinking, oh my God, if I got told that, if I smell a dandelion and I wet the bed, what's going to happen if they eat it? Are they going to pee everywhere? So I'm like, I'm uber conscious now about letting them eat these dandelions. I'm like, no. And you still pee the bed. That's because of too much beer, Graham. Oh, he attacks bushes and people's plants. Nice. What I bet you haven't got though, Colston, is when you walk down the street, Sebby's fairly calm. Luna's a lunatic, jumping around like a freaking idiot, attacking him. And as soon as she sees something in the distance, whether it's a car, a person, or the dog, a leaf flowing across the road, or whatever, she starts growling and barking like Scrappy-Doo. Highly embarrassing. Him, when he saw something when he was at her age, he used to whimper and cry. She thinks that she's 10 men. And then as soon as she gets past the danger, she's proper strutting like, yeah. So I just did there. It's highly embarrassing. Good morning, Kent. Oh. How the devil are you? You'll have never heard this, though. Would you? Right now, you wouldn't have done, Taylor. Taylor?
What?
You know when we were kids?
We, me and you.
Me and other people on here.
Right, yeah.
We used to get told that if you smell a dandelion,
yeah,
you'd wet the bed.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
Yeah. What, just like if you put a cup under your chin and it glows yellow? And if it don't, you don't?
But it always glows yellow.
Yeah.
So did you ever smell a dandelion? Just to be a rebel?
Never just to be a rebel, no. You don't use things like that.
No, I'm saying just in case you don't want to pee the bed, do you?
Nah, if it's true, I didn't realise you were taking the bandanas off.
Yeah, she was chewing hers off. Standard. So it takes ages for him to get for a walk because everyone stops us to see him. Yeah, that's because he's a puppy as well. That's because of his eyes. Everyone will see his eyes and think, oh my God, I need to talk to that dog.
Right, goodbye.
But Lisa says hello.
Hello.
She says hello, I'm goodbye. She's off to work now. See you later. I think you're struggling. Yes, I apologise about the banging. I might need to move upstairs, or I don't even know where I can move to do these interviews, if I'm honest. They're putting the Velux windows up now, which is why there's a lot of banging and clattering about. Sevy. Sevy. Shush. Good boy. I don't need that when I'm doing an interview, do I? I might need to go into the front bedroom, actually, to do this. Did not think this through, did I? can't go and sit in the back bedroom because they're out the back and I'll be able to hear them still. Unless I've got a headset I can put on. Unless it'll still pick it up. Oh, it'll be what it'll be. It'll be what it'll be. Never mind her. So what are you doing, Kent? Are you at work or are you on the golf course? Why are you late? Why are you late? That's what I want to know. Why are you late? Anyway, did you want to see a sneaky peek of the extension? Are you back permanently? No more furlough. That's going to kill you, Colson. I'm gonna show you a sneaky peeky anyway. This is outside the back door last night. Look, we have trusses up, joists. So what they're doing now, in amongst them somewhere, there's 3 Velux windows. They're putting the Velux window frames in, and then they're going to felt over it and get it watertight. And then tomorrow they're going to put the tiles on, I believe, and do the bricking up on either end. Looking good. Looking good. I'm told, Colson, that we'll have a roof on by Thursday. So we'll see. It is exciting, Steve. I'm really struggling not to say that word. So exciting. That's really right. She's just gone to work, Colson, but I shall tell her you say good morning. She's been and gone, and the puppies are now asleep. So I've got one lot of sleep, and I put them to sleep while I do the interview. They might be finished. They'll be able to do the lunch break for some of it anyway, so that's fine. That's fine. So I've ordered what I've ordered yesterday. I ordered the lights fittings that are hanging down. Trying to see the light fittings that I've got for the in between the living room, in between the kitchen and the dining room. Let me show you what I've ordered. They're very pretty. Where are they? That's what I've ordered. 3 of those. So they'll just hang down. Not sort of something similar to that. So they'll hang down in between the over that the breakfast bar bit. And I'm ordering them now because I think they're coming to do first fixings possibly next week, towards the end of next week. Which means they might need to know where they're putting them and what they're putting in, and they'll be knocking through within a couple of weeks. So it's looking good. Things are moving. At some point, everything's just going to click together at one point. Insane. So you've just gone through your McDonald's drive-thru to get your coffee fixed. Do you like McDonald's coffee? I'm not overly struck on it, if I'm honest. It's a bit too strong for me. I can't be doing with too strong coffee. When's the demolition due to start? I think I'm speaking to him this weekend, Steve, because I want to organise like a bit of a program of a sequential events, so to speak. So they've got the living room bits to do, they've got the garage to do, and they've got the knocking through to do. So ideally, they'll get the garage sealed up, put the floor in, and boarded next week. In my mind, this is what they're going to do. We're going to start and do that. Once that's done, we can get all this stuff in here, the dining table and everything out the kitchen cupboards in boxes into the garage, which means they can then go through the week after. That's in my head anyway. But but Neil doesn't want them to start the living room until everything else is pretty much done, so we've got somewhere to kind of go and sit. Failing that, he said if they can do the living room first week in June, because we're away, And at least it's done when we get back then. I've been and bought the carpets for the living room and the stairs. So I just need to give them a week's notice to come and fit those. So yeah, it's everything. There's a lot of things that are kind of waiting for something else at the minute. Like I say, but they can't do the flooring in the extension until they've got rid of the scaffold. They can't get rid of the scaffold until they've done the roof and the guttering. So that should be done by end of this week. So the scaffold can go by end of this week, and they can start doing the rest of it. Looking through, that's when the mess starts. Exactly. I mean, it were messy enough on Saturday when they knocked through to the garage. Oh my god, it were awful. So the other thing I want to do before they start knocking through is clear the living room, as in get rid of the lamp, any bits of anything on the pictures, clear it off, get rid of it all, so that there's less things that have to dust, because the fireplace is coming out anyway. So yeah, it's in your head means nothing. It'll be a tip to this. You're right, Colson, it will. But he did say he wanted to talk to me and Neil, or just me, to discuss at what point they're going to do each one. And I said, well, Neil wants this done last, and ideally we want the garage done first, so we can kind of like move things. It's more for logistical purposes than anything, so we can kind of get things moving around and chaos. But at least once I have done the garage, we can kind of get in there and do what we need to do. Neil can get in and start building the bar, and we can get in and decorate, even around the table and stuff. So happy days. So Lisa likes McDonald's coffee. You don't like Starbucks? Yeah, I must admit, it tastes slightly different in America. I must admit, whenever you come to Vegas, I don't like Starbucks coffee over here. But I do tend to drink it when we go to Vegas. And when we went to New York, the McDonald's coffee isn't too bad in America, but over here it's really strong. But I do prefer Costa. Costa's my favourite. In fact, I remember when we went to Starbucks, we used to drink, when it was Thanksgiving in New York, we used to drink peppermint mochas. And they were just, so nice. Really nice. So if I'm going to have anything from Starbucks, it's a peppermint mocha, but they don't do them over here. Oh, you come up on the Saturday for the charity day? Oh, excellent. So you coming out on the Saturday night then, Colston, for a meal for Indian? And Pimmy is coming over on the Saturday, but I don't think he'll be here till late, potentially. So he's coming over with Mrs. Pim and baby Pim. And they're going home on Monday. But they're stopping at the Premier Inn down at Lakeside with you guys. I have offered them to stay here, but I think they're going to stop there. So I just need to speak to the golf club this week, because I want to know what the menu is going to be. When I say menu, it makes it sound like you've got a choice on the golf day. I want to know what the food option is for the golf day, so I can email everyone and let them know, and I'll send out bank details at that point as well. So maybe the first week in May, look out on your inboxes for an email from me. And I can update on what prizes we've got as well. So we've got some amazing prizes, and I mean amazing prizes. We're also doing the Mulligan cards. So if you went to Oggie's Day, you saw he sold Mulligan cards for £5, which means if you hit a duff shots, you can use your Mulligan card and you can discount it. So we'll be selling those on a day as well. 1 Mulligan card per person. So it's all a bit of fun, isn't it? It's all a bit of fun. So the private coffee house. I think you're right, Lisa. The private ones are the best. Really nice. You'll have 80. What do you want? Every single shot to be a Mulligan? Oh yeah, because you've played Crookhill, haven't you? You know how tight it is in places. Just leave your driver in your bag. Take your woods. Take your woods and your irons. Just leave the driver. Crookhill is not one of these places where you want to try and grip it and rip it, because there ain't got space. There's no space to grip it and rip it. If you want any chance of winning, your tip is steady Eddie. Go with what you're comfortable with. Don't take risks. I mean, to be fair, you probably can take risks because there's a group prize. So the best 2 out of the say there's this isn't the team, but let's just say there's Graham, Colston, Kent and Steve on a team. Only two of your scores will count, 2 of yours won't. So if 2 of you do have a bad hole, it doesn't matter because there's 2 that will count. But bear in mind there are individual prizes as well, so you do need to think about your own scores. No one wants to stay with me. Yes, they do, Kent. Wayne's staying with me, actually. Big Wayne. He's coming over from Northern Ireland on the Friday, I think he's coming over. So yeah, Colston's bringing his 7-iron and his putter. Nice one, Colston. Nice one. So you'll be one better than Steve Longthorne then, who also will be coming on the golf day. Just FYI. Yes, have a look, Steve. Have a look, because I did at the end of last lockdown. I did, was it 4 vlogs or 5 vlogs showing all the different 4 holes. So there's another tip. If you are coming to the golf day, look at the previous lockdown vlogs, because there's no golfing, but there's course vlogs, so you can actually see what each hole looks like and get a bit of a feel for it. Get a bit of a feel for where the danger zones are. There's 3 par 3s, but 2 of them. We're doing nearest to pin on all 3 or 2. I think we're doing nearest to pin on all 3 of them, actually. We may as well do nearest to pin on all 3. Because the whole 3 will be a tough one to get nearest to pin on. But the other 2 will be fairly easy. When is this outing? It's in 1st of August, Lisa. 1st of August. We're doing it. And no, Kent, you haven't named the team at all. I was naming 4 people that are on the chat that I know are coming. Teams haven't been done yet. Because some people did say they wanted to play with certain people, and I can't remember who said what. So, yeah, I need to try and remember this. Who said they wanted to specifically play with other people? I know Chris wants to play with his brother-in-law. It'll all be on the email now. I'm going to put on the email when I send out if you have any specific requirements of who you need to play with for whatever reason, then that's fine. I'll try and accommodate where I can. Nose said they want to play with Neil, no doubt. Yeah, probably, Matt. Probably. You asked me about a group. That's it. That's it. And I know you said about something about someone, Graham. But just bear in mind as well, with the ladies coming, there's actually, I think there's 8 wives and girlfriends coming now. So there's Lee, Debbie, Darren's Mrs. Lindsay, Simon Parks, Mrs. Wendy. She's lovely. They're both lovely, them too. Big Al, who's been on the channel, his missus is coming, Leslie. Who else is coming? I can't remember. There's about 8 girlfriends and wives coming now anyway. Mrs. Pym. Mrs. Pym's coming. I can't remember who else. There's a couple of other people anyway that are coming. So there's plenty of ladies going to be there to chat with each other, shall we say. Steve, I'm just happy to be there. Excellent, Steve. Look forward to. Hopefully, we might get a chance to meet you before then if we can arrange something that first weekend in June, somewhere between Carlisle and where you are. Your mate has been his golf, Mrs. You. Nice one, cousin. I can't wait to see your dress. You know it's going to happen, don't you? Everyone knows it's going to happen. If you don't turn up in a dress or a skirt, we'll all be gobsmacked. You're not playing with that sellout Lee Jones. That'll be nice. Don't be mean. I'm not sure he's coming yet. But he won't be playing with you because I'm not having 4 lower handicappers in the same group. So if you and Graham are in the same group, you're low handicappers. So you'll be having 2 high handicappers with you. Kent and Graham. So you can't have Lee with you. So there. Kent. You'll be there in spirit, Lisa. In fact, get on a private jet and come over. No, but you'll be under 10 still. You won't be in double figures by August. My point is, I'm not having 4 players or 3 players with single figure handicaps in the same group. We're having 2 lows and 2 highs to make it fair for all teams. Because if you happen to have a bad day, if you've got some high handicappers in, they might come in for you. So don't worry, you won't be with any Muppets. Duly noted who you might want to or might not want to be playing with. You'll all know your teams a couple of weeks before the day, I should imagine. You might even have Neil playing with you. But then again, Neil needs to go out in the last group so he can pick everything up for me. So he'll be out about 1 o'clock. 1:45-ish. And I'm guessing Graham and Kent don't want to be out that late. So we'll see. We'll see. It is full handicappers or full handicap allowance. I'm not having this capped at 28 handicap crap. Yeah, there'll be some brilliant footage from the day, Lisa. I'm sure, not just from our channel, but from everyone's channel. I'm going to send some cameras out with people on the courses, so hopefully get some really good footage. Exactly, you don't want to go out too late, see. So you can't play with poor Neil. Sorry. We'll sort it out later, closer to the time anyway. But anyway, I need to get gone now because I've got another 5 minutes. I need to get speaking to this guy about this interview in 20 minutes. So I will catch you all in the morning, 10:30. So everyone take care. Have a safe day. Stay safe. Get well soon, Matt. And let us know about your results. But no, have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Catch you later.